Welcome to Learn Tagalog Lesson 2-6. This one will be about 4 or 5 slides in here, but there's a lot of content, so let's get into this. It's a little bit of a review, okay, and there are some new things I want to talk about as well. First of all, I'd like to go through these phrases, and you should know these by now. If you've gone through the other videos and practiced them, then you should feel quite comfortable reading through this that you're looking at on the screen there, and you should be able to say these things. You should be able to hear them and understand them, okay? But I'd like you to practice, so let's go ahead and go through some of these, and I want to talk about a few as we go through them, okay? I'm going to play it and then have you pronounce it after you hear the native speaker, okay? Listen.
Hindi ko gusto.
Okay, now try that. And again.
Hindi ko gusto.
Okay. And namin. Let's try that one.
Hindi namin gusto.
And again.
Hindi namin gusto.
Okay. On this one, pay careful attention to that my in Manila. That AY is an I sound. Okay? Listen.
Gusto mo ba ang Maynila?
And again.
Gusto mo ba ang Maynila?
Okay. Another thing that I want to cover as we get into this next sentence is remember the difference between gusto mo ba and gusto ba ninyo? We have the ba after mo, okay? But it comes before ninyo. So keep that in mind. We covered that in one of the videos. And let's listen to this one.
Gusto ba ninyo ang Baguio?
All right. And again.
Gusto ba ninyo ang Baguio?
Baguio. Okay. Next one. Now in this one, when I was learning this, I learned that if you're going to say no, not, by me, want, or whatever, you'll want to say the first one when you say no, more like hindi, hindi, instead of hindi. Okay, hindi, hindi ko gusto. Okay, let's try it.
Hindi. Hindi ko gusto.
And again.
Hindi. Hindi ko gusto.
Okay, and let's try the same thing with a namin. Remember, that's plural, namin. And this one's singular.
Hindi. Hindi namin gusto.
And one more time.
Hindi. Hindi namin gusto.
Good. Okay. Now, good old San Miguel beer. Okay, I don't even say that right, but that's all right. I don't drink beer anymore, so I wouldn't be asking for that. All right, let's listen to it.
Gusto mo ba ang San Miguel beer?
All right, I'm going to play it again. Listen.
Gusto mo ba ang San Miguel beer?
All right, let's say we don't want. Or I don't want, basically, not we.
Hindi. Hindi ko gusto.
And again.
Hindi. Hindi ko gusto.
Okay, now let's listen to this one. On this one, I'd like you to listen for which syllable has the accent to it. Okay, which is pronounced a little bit louder. Listen.
Ayoko.
And again.
Ayoko.
Okay, you should remember that one. I don't like or I don't want. And let's try it with a little bit of politeness here with po.
Ayoko po.
Again.
Ayoko po.
All right. And let's try the plural version. We don't like.
Ayaw namin.
Okay, there's that AY again. Listen.
Ayaw namin.
Okay. Now, there is a little bit of difference between what we've been saying and what we're looking at in these sentences. Now, let me go back a previous slide there. And right here we were saying, gusto mo ba ang San Miguel beer? Ang. There's that ang. Now we're asking about San Miguel beer specifically, okay? We're asking them, do they like it, basically. Not asking if they want any, do they like it? You know, maybe they've tasted it before, and they're asking, do they like it? Now here, this alak is alcohol. They're asking them if they would like some alcohol. What's the difference? Look at nung. Nung and ang. For example, look at this one, kape. Kape. Okay, kape. Gusto ba ninyo ng kape? Coffee. That's coffee. Now, you're asking, do you want some coffee? Okay. Would you like some coffee? Basically. Now, what if you had just bought some coffee and it was premium coffee and you knew it was like really good stuff and you gave it to somebody and you wanted to ask them after they drank a little bit of it, do they like it? Okay. Now that you're talking about that specific coffee, not just some coffee, but that coffee, that exact one. So you want to say ang, you know, gusto, if you were to say, gusto mo ba ang kape? Do you like the coffee? Okay. But if you wanted to ask them, do you want some coffee? Gusto mo ba ng kape? Ng kape? Okay. Do you want some coffee? That's what a lot of these are saying. Do you want an alcoholic drink? Okay. Do you want some coffee? And then, no, we don't want any alcohol. And do you want some 7 Up? Now, they're not asking about specifically any 7 Up, but some 7 Up. Okay? Let's listen and practice pronouncing.
Gusto ba ninyo ng alak?
All right. Now, I know he went fast, but I want to also mention that you can always go to the learn-tagalog.com site and listen to these over and over again. I do want you to learn to understand them when they're speaking fast, okay? You may not speak as fast as they do at the beginning, but it's good to be able to understand that, okay? It's tough when you meet a native speaker or you hear somebody talking to somebody else and they're going really fast, okay? It really helps if you start right off learning it. Okay, I listened to a lot of slow tapes before, and when I'd meet somebody and they start talking, automatically it was like super fast to me. Okay, so what I wanted to really do is like listen to fast Tagalog and just get used to that. It's just how it is. So let's listen to this again. And yes, it's quick, but hopefully you'll understand it, and you don't need to speak it as fast as he does.
Gusto ba ninyo ng alak?
One more time.
Gusto ba ninyo ng alak?
Okay. How about some coffee? Let's talk about that one.
Gusto ba ninyo ng kape? Gusto ba ninyo ng kape?
We don't want any coffee or any alcohol, so let's say that.
Ayaw namin ng alak.
And again.
Ayaw namin ng alak.
Okay, let's ask somebody if they want some 7 Up.
Gusto mo ba ng 7 Up?
And again.
Gusto mo ba ng 7 Up?
Okay. And no, we don't want some 7 Up. Let's say that.
Ayoko. Ayoko ng 7 Up.
right, and one more time.
Ayoko. Ayoko ng 7-Up.
Good. Now, later on, we're going to be learning a lot more. Like we can say, gusto mo ba ito? You know, do you want this? Gusto mo ba iyan? Do you want that? Um, things like that. So we're going to be learning a lot more as we go along. But we're starting out. This is only lesson 2. All right, let's go on. Do you want some? This is continued. Now, there's some new vocabulary here. Again, do you want some? Because I see the nung in there. They're not asking about any specific, in this case, milk, gatas. Okay, gatas, milk. This one, cha. Listen to that, cha. It's more like a CH, even though it has a TS in front of it. Cha. Okay, too big. Too big. That's water. Cha is tea. So we have gatas, milk, cha, tea, too big. Milk, water. Uminom. Gusto mo bang uminom? Gusto mo bang uminom? Do you want to drink? Okay. Gusto mo ba ninyo kumain? Do you want to eat? To eat. Uminom. Now I want to mention kumain. Both of these actually are also past tense. Okay. For example, kumain. Very common for somebody to say to you, kumain ka? Did you eat? You know, basically they're saying, ate you? Did you eat? Okay, kumain ka. So you'll get used to that. Kumain ka. Now, let's go ahead and listen to these.
Gusto mo ba ng gatas?
And listen to it again and try to say it.
Gusto mo ba ng gatas?
Gusto mo ba ng gatas? Okay, next one.
Gusto ba ninyo ng cha?
I'm going to play that again so you can hear that cha.
Gusto ba ninyo ng cha?
Gusto ba ninyo ng cha? Next one is tubig. Water.
Gusto mo ba ng tubig?
And again.
Gusto mo ba ng tubig?
And let's ask them if they want something to drink.
Gusto mo bang uminom?
And again.
Gusto mo bang uminom?
Now notice how we've taken the ba and nang and put them together. Okay, with the ba and the linker. They go together. Bang. Okay. Let's go on to ninyo. About, do you want something to eat? And you're talking to more than one person. Or this could also be a formal instance. Let's try it.
Gusto ba ninyong kumain?
And again.
Gusto ba ninyong kumain?
All right. And I also want to point out again how, for example, gusto mo ba, the ba comes after mo, but when you're using ninyo, you're going to put ba before it. Gusto ba ninyo? Okay? And finally, this last one, we're going to throw together the coffee, the tea, and the milk in one sentence.
Gusto mo ba ng kape, cha, o gatas?
And again.
Gusto mo ba ng kape, cha, o gatas?
Okay. Now notice the word o. That's or. That means or. Okay. So that's nice. Gusto mo ba ng kape, cha, o gatas? All right. Well, that's the end of lesson 2-6. I hope that helped you, and you can always play it again and listen and practice hearing it. But I also strongly suggest that you go to learn-tagalog.com. All those things you just heard, you have links there that you can click on and on the website and listen to them over and over again. And there's a lot more on there than I have on my slides. Okay, so it's a little playground for you if you want to practice and listening to Tagalog and pronouncing Tagalog, I simply suggest that you go to learn-tagalog.com and go for it. Play around. All right? See you in lesson 2-7. Thank you.